In this lecture, we will discuss about numerical solutions of ordinary differential equations. The first question is why we need the numerical method to solve a differential equation. There are many analytical methods to solve them, but certain physical problems cannot be solved analytically, and hence we require numerical method to solve such physical differential equations. Today we start numerical solution of ordinary differential equations. It consists of two parts. The first part is numerical solution of initial value problems, and the second part is numerical solution of boundary value problems. In first part we have different methods, but here we will study four methods only. First method is Taylor's method, second is Euler's method, the third is modified Euler's method, and the fourth method is Runge-Kutta method. When we discuss numerical solution of boundary value problems, we study the method finite difference method. So now first we will see what is an initial value problem, and then we start our methods. What is initial value problem? We will write in short IVP. So let us take a differential equation. Suppose we have dy upon dx is equal to fxy. This is the first order differential equation because on the left hand side we have dy upon dx and on the right hand side we have a function of xy. So this is a first order differential equation with some given initial condition. So we are given this condition. Suppose we take y at x naught equal to y naught, that is at x equal to x naught the value of y is y naught. So if we have this differential equation with this initial condition, then it is called an initial value problem. Here x naught is called initial point, and the condition y at x naught is equal to y naught is called initial condition. Okay, so this is first order initial value problem. Similarly, we can define second, third and higher order initial value problems. So now we discuss methods to solve initial value problems. The first method is Taylor series method or Taylor's method. So in this method we will use the Taylor series. So let us take the initial value problem. Dy upon dx is equal to f xy. Suppose this is equation number 1 and the initial condition is y at x naught equal to y naught. This is the initial condition. Since we know that the Taylor series for any yx about a point x naught. So we have this Taylor series y at x is equal to y at x naught plus x minus x naught upon 1 factorial, y dash x naught plus x minus x naught ka square upon 2 factorial, y double dash x naught, and so on. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now we take a point x1 which is x0 plus h. What is h here? H is the length of the interval. That is, we can write h is equal to x1 minus x0. So now we will put this x1 here in Taylor series and we write the series as y at x1 is equal to y at x naught plus, now this x minus x naught becomes when we put here x equal to x1, so we can write here put x equal to x1. So when we put here x1, this x1 minus x naught becomes h. So now we will write the Taylor series as y at x1 is equal to y x naught plus h upon 1 factorial y dash x naught plus h square upon 2 factorial y double dash at x naught, and so on. Or we can write this as y at x1, we can write this as y1, and y at x naught we can write this as y naught, which is given as the initial condition. So this is y naught plus h upon 1 factorial, we can write this y dash naught plus h square upon 2 factorial, we can write this y double dash naught, and so on. Suppose this is equation number 3. Here y naught, y dash naught, y double dash naught, and so on can be found using equation number 1. So we have this, in this equation we are given that y at x naught equal to y naught. This is the first one. And now when we differentiate this equation, if we differentiate this, we will get y double dash, and when we use these values we can get y double dash naught, y triple dash naught, and so on. So by using this first equation we can find all these values. When we put all these values here and h is given, then we can find y1. So now y1 has been calculated. Its derivatives y1 dash, y1 double dash, y1 triple dash, again we can find by using 1. Similarly, we can expand this series, this yx about x2, that is we can write y2. y2 means y at x2. So when we write y at x2, this will be equal to y1 plus h upon 1 factorial y dash 1 plus h square upon 2 factorial y double dash 1, and so on. In this manner we can find y2. And similarly we can find y3 and y4, and so on. So now we will see an example that how we will use this Taylor series method to solve an initial value problem. So suppose we are given an initial value problem as y dash is equal to x minus y square, and the given condition is y0 equal to 1. So we have to use the Taylor series method. Use Taylor series method to find y at 0.1, correct to 4 decimal places. Suppose we have to find correct to 4 decimal places. So now given y dash is equal to x minus y square and y0 equal to 1. So it means x naught is this 0 given, y naught is 1 given, and since we have to find the value at y equal at 0.1, so we will take h is equal to 0.1. Normally it is written that h is given. If it is not written, we can take h is equal to 0.1. So by using this y dash, we can find y dash 0. This will be equal to x naught minus y naught square by using this equation. So after putting these values of 0 minus 1 square, we will get this is minus 1. Now we differentiate this equation. You can find y double dash. This will be equal to 1 minus 2y and then y dash. Now by putting the values, above values, we can find y double dash 0. This will be equal to 1 minus 2 y0 y0 dash. That is 1 minus 2 y0, y0 is 1, and y dash 0 is minus 1. So this will be now 3. In this manner we can find y triple dash also. Y triple dash will be equal to, now we differentiate this. So this will be equal to minus 2 y double dash, we are using the product tool, and minus 2 y dash square. By putting the values here, we can find y triple dash 0. So this will be equal to minus 2 y0 y0 double dash minus 2 y dash 0 square. After putting the values, y triple dash 0 will be equal to minus 8. Now we find y fourth. So when we differentiate this y triple dash again one more time, we will get y4. So y4, the fourth derivative of y, this will be equal to minus 2y triple dash minus 6y dash y double dash. So now we put the values of all y0, y0 triple dash, y0 dash and y0 double dash to find y40. This will be equal to minus 2 y0 y triple dash 0 minus 6 y dash 0 y double dash 0. We put all these values and we will get 34. So as we have found y dash, y double dash, y triple dash and y4 dash at 0 x naught, now we will use the Taylor series to find y at 0.1. So first of all, I am writing the Taylor series again, that yx is equal to y0 plus h y dash 0 plus h square upon 2 factorial y double dash 0 plus h cube upon 3 factorial y triple dash 0 plus h की power 4 upon 4 factorial y fourth derivative 0 and so on. Since we have h is equal to 0.1 and we have the values that the value of y0 is 1, so I'm writing 1 here. The value of y dash 0, this we have y dash 0 equal to minus 1, so this is minus 1. The value of y double dash 0, we have the value of y double dash 0 is 3, so this is 3. The value of y triple dash 0, we have the value of y triple dash 0 as minus 8, so this is minus 8, and the value of y fourth derivative at 0, this is 34. We can also find higher derivatives, since we have to find the value of y at 0.1, and we have here this x1, which is equal to, this is even we can write x1 minus x0, this is equal to 0.1 minus 0, that is equal to 0.1. So since the value of x1 is equal to 0.1 is small, so when we put the value of here in place of h, since h is also 0.1, so when we put the values in place of h square, h cube, h4, so h to power 4 will be very small, so we can ignore the higher order derivatives. Now I'm putting the value of y to find the value of y at 0.1, so this is equal to 1. The value of y dash 0 is 3 into the value of y dash 0 is minus 1, so we have 0.1 into minus 1 plus the value we have here 0.1 is square by 2 into y double dash 0, y double dash 0 is 3 plus 0.1 cube upon 3 factorial is 6, y triple dash 0, y triple dash 0 is minus 8 plus 0.1 raised to power 4 upon, this is 4 factorial, which is 24 into y4 derivative is 34 and so on. So here we can see that 0.1 to the power 4 will be very small, so we can neglect the higher order terms, and after solving all these terms we will get 0.9138 up to 4 decimal places. Correct? Up to 4 decimal places. Hence the value of y at 0.1 is 0.9138 by using the Taylor series. So this is why we have used the Taylor series method to solve such type of initial value problem. This is a first order initial value problem. This is the initial condition. by using this Taylor series method, we have found the value of 0.1 as the value of y at 0.1 as 0.9138. Okay. So in the previous example, we were given y0 and we have found y1. Now we see one more example in which we are given y0 and we have to find the values of y at 2 points. So we have this example now. Apply the Taylor series method to find y 1.1 and y 1.2. Correct to 3 decimal places. Given that y dash is equal to x y raised to power 1 by 3, y1 equal to 1. Taking the first 3 terms of the Taylor series expansion only. So now we solve this example. So we are given the differential equation y dash is equal to x y की power 1 by 3 and the condition given is y1 is equal to 1. So first of all, we will differentiate this to find y double dash. So we will differentiate this equation. Y double dash is equal to x, we are using the product rule, 1 by 3 y raised to power minus 2 by 3 into y dash plus y raised to power 1 by 3 into a derivative of x is 1. So after solving, first of all we put the value of this y dash. So y dash is this x y raised to power 1 by 3 and plus y raised to power 1 by 3. So this we get x square by 3 y raised to power minus 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. This will be equal to minus 1 by 3 plus y raised to power 1 by 3. So here in this equation, in this question, we are given that y1 equal to 1, that is x naught equal to 1, y naught equal to 1, and also h is equal to 0.1. So we have the Taylor series. We have the Taylor series as for, we are writing for y1 first, y1 equal to y0 plus h y dash 0 plus h square by 2 factorial y double dash 0 and so on. So by using equation number 1 and equation number 2, we can define the value of y dash 0 and y double dash 0. So y dash 0, this is equal to x0 y0 to the power 1 by 3. Now we put the values of x0. This is 1, y0 is 1, 1 by 3. This is equal to 1. Similarly, we can find y double dash 0. So y double dash 0, this is equal to x naught square by 3 y0 power 1 by 3 plus y0 to the power 1. This is minus 1 by 3 and this is 1 by 3. So again we put the values 1 by 3, 1 raised to power minus 1 by 3 plus 1 to the power 1 by 3. So after solving, we are getting 1 by 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4 by 3. So we use this values of y0, y dash 0, y double dash 0 into this equation number 3. Here we have x1, this is equal to x0 plus h, and x0 is 1 plus h is 0.1, that is 1.1. So we can find the value of y1. y1 means y at x1, that is y at 1.1. This is equal to, by using equation number 3, this is y0 plus h y dash 0 and so on. I'm writing again y0 plus h y dash 0 plus h square by 2 factorial is 2 y double dash 0 and so on. So now we put the values of y0. We have y0 is 1, y dash 0 is 1 and y double dash 0 is 4 by 3. So we are putting the values 1 plus h is 0.1 into y dash 0, this is 1 plus 0.1 square by 2 y double dash 0, this is 4 by 3. After solving these terms, we will get 1.1066. Since we have to write the answer correct to 3 decimal places, so we can write this is equal to 1.10. This is first decimal place, this is second decimal place, and since we have 66, so we can write this as 7. So this is the value of y1 correct to 3 decimal places. Correct to 3 decimal places. Now we have to find the value of y at 1.2. So now to find y2 means y at 1.2, we have x2, this is x1 plus h, so 1.1 plus 0.1, that is 1.2. To find y2, again we use the Taylor series, again using Taylor series for y2. So y2 equal to y1 plus h y dash 1 plus h square by 2 factorial y double dash 1 and so on. We use x1 1.1, y1 1.1066. We will use the correct value of y, because the correct value of y1 is 1.1066, so we will use that value because we have to find the value correct to 3 decimal places. So here we are using up to 4 decimal places. So again, by using equation number 1 and 2, we will find y dash 1 and y double dash 1. So we have y dash 1, this is equal to x1 y1 to the power 1 by 3. So we are putting the values, x1 is 1.1 and y1 is 1.1066 raised to the power 1 by 3. So after calculating, we will get this is equal to 1.138. Similarly, we can find y1 double dash. This is equal to x1 square by 3 y1 raised to power minus 1 by 3 plus y1 raised to power 1 by 3. Again putting the values, x1 is 1.1, y1 is 1.1066 plus 1.1066 raised to power 1 by 3. Again solving this, we will get 1.4249. So to find the value of y at 1.2, that is, we can write this as y2. This is equal to, now I am putting the values here in this equation, y1 is 1.1066 plus h 0.1 into y1 dash is 1.138 plus 0.1 square y2 y1 double dash is 1.4249. After calculating this, we will get 1.227525. So up to 3 decimal places, we will write 1.22. This is first, second decimal place, and third decimal place we can write this as 8. So this is the answer, 1.228, correct to 3 decimal places. So that's how we can find the value of y1. y1 is 1.107, correct to 3 decimal places, and y2 is 1.228, correct to 3 decimal places.